Turns out I was muted. Let's start over. All right. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. If you guys have any problems hearing me or seeing me moving forward, please let me know. But my name is Stevie. I am a customer success rep here at PhotoDay. We are going to be going over the basics of PhotoDay, specifically with school photography. Everybody can hear me, right? Okay. All right. So let's go over the agenda. We're going to be going over the types of school photography PhotoDay can be used for. We're going to be going over advance pay and some of the frequently asked questions when people are getting started with advance pay, and also just some of the best practices. Thanks, Emily. I will be walking through creating a price sheet in my demo account. We'll also be going over digital downloads and ways to sell multiple using digital bundles. We'll also talk about offers and promotions, and then we'll watch the customer experience and how things look from the customer's end. All right, so the school photography timeline with PhotoDay. PhotoDay can be used for multiple different, school shoots, stuff like preschool, fall and spring elementary photos and class photos, underclass, school sports, senior photos, and graduations. The cool thing about PhotoDay too is that if you're using it season over season, your customer is going to create an account and they're going to start visiting the galleries. And over time, their galleries are going to stay in their account. So, if you photograph them in preschool and they move on to elementary and you photograph them there as well, all the way through all of their important life events, if you're keeping those galleries open, they're actually going to be able to go back and review those old photos. So it's really cool. There's no storage limits. You can photograph from preschool on and people will be able to view their photos. All right. Now, there's 3 different gallery types. It's definitely important when you're getting started to kind of know the differences between these so that you can choose the best option for each job. You can use a different gallery type for each job that you create in your account. So, if one fits best and then for another job, another fits best, you get to choose every time you set up. So starting out with group and public galleries. Now these two are pretty similar, so I'll talk about them together and I'll explain the main difference. Oh no, Melody can't hear. I think everyone else can hear me, so you might want to try restarting. Let's see. Let me make sure. Hi, Robert. Can you guys hear me okay? Cool. Okay, well, hopefully issues are resolved for anybody who's having them. Okay, so group and public galleries. These are going to be one big gallery with one access code for everybody. So this gallery type is definitely super easy to use, with events or, shoots when parents are going to be there, and you can just share one access code. It'll make it super easy to market and, get that information out in front of people. So the difference between group and public galleries, with public galleries, there is going to be a copyable link that you can just grab out of the settings and send it to the coaches, or if a customer reaches out, you can quickly copy the link and send it out to them. Now with group galleries, they do have to either opt in and get the text back with the link, or if you send a marketing flyer out, they'll get the link in that as well, but kind of gives a little layer of privacy. You can't just send the link out as easy with group galleries. That is the only difference. Now, it's one big gallery, and parents can either search using FaceFind or tags. So FaceFind is going to be where the parent can upload a photo of their student, and it's going to return all the search results, any photo that has that face in it. There's also tags. So tags is going to be subgroups of images that you can apply. You can do teams by grade or age group, just to give another option to search besides FaceFind. So that is group and public galleries. This is going to be good for, school sports and activities, or maybe like a prom or graduations, times when you don't have to give privacy and you want one big environment, especially for, events and graduations where everybody who's coming can just quickly opt in. So yeah, those are super beneficial. Now, private galleries, I think private galleries is used very commonly in schools, and just other jobs where privacy is required. It's also going to be good if you need to use export options. So, if you need to do yearbook or student IDs, or even if you're compositing, you can use private galleries to sort each person and then have their data attached to their images and use our exports feature. So basically with private galleries, you're uploading subject data. So you're uploading at least a list of names into the job. That is going to generate the access code for each person. Then at the shoot, you'll use our capture app. This is going to be used on a mobile device, and you're basically going to be taking a photo of each person and matching it to their name. Now, once you upload your professional photos, they're all going to sort based on those reference photos you took with the capture app. So then everybody's pictures are going to be in their own individual gallery. So if you want an in-depth walkthrough on the private gallery workflow, Lisa just did a webinar on July 30th, I believe. That was a how-to school picture day, like deep dive. So definitely check that out if you have not already. Okay, so next we're going to dive into advance pay. If you are new to PhotoDay, this is going to be all about PhotoDay's solution to prepay, which is called advance pay. If you've used PhotoDay and you haven't tried advance pay yet, I think this is going to be really beneficial for you too, because we just, it'll give you a better understanding of the ins and outs. So is advance pay like prepay? So advance pay is PhotoDay's solution to prepay. Customers are pre-purchasing credits that they later use towards their order. It gets customers committed, especially if you're coming over from paper order forms or something like that, and you're used to getting those orders on picture day. It's a great idea to use advance pay to kind of have that same experience where you're not just photographing and then posting all the photos later. So now, instead of pre-selling items and packages, you are pre-selling a credit amount. So with your previous solution, you might have been used to, selling packages in advance or having people purchase items and then you later fulfill their order. Advance pay can be used to redeem anything in the storefront. It's not item specific, and it's kind of hard to make it item specific. You don't want to try to base your advance pay credit amounts on your package amounts, especially because tax and shipping is going to be added to the order amounts. It can be kind of tricky to work that out. But on top of that, that mentality can kind of be limiting. With advance pay, it's a credit amount that they purchase in the beginning. And then once they go in and view all their photos, they have the option to choose whatever they want. They apply that, that amount towards their order, and then they can pay the difference if they've added more. If they're just locked into, say your basic package or whatever, they might like even more than that. But since they've already purchased a basic package, they'll just go with that. So, and especially if you've sold advance pay the week before picture day and then pictures are ready the week after picture day, people might have even more money to spend. Buying that credit in advance can kind of be like money spent, money forgotten, and then you make double the orders. So now, how many credit amounts should I offer? So you can have up to 4 credit amounts with advance pay. Some people only use 1 amount just to kind of have a sense of simplicity. People go in and they see that 1 amount and there's no question of which amount should I buy. They just buy that, and then it's very simple. Now, you can use multiple credit amounts. A lot of people do, and I think you can use them in a lot of different ways. Some people actually require advance pay purchases in order for people to be photographed. And in that case, for instance, with seniors or with dance, if you're doing 1 outfit, they buy the lowest credit. If you want to do 2, they need to buy the second tier, and so forth. So you can use advance pay in a lot of different ways. You can add a description to them to kind of explain what each is for. So it's really up to you, and you can mold it into a lot of different things. Now, with advance pay, you do kind of have to give parents a reason why they should participate in advance. So you can use the advance pay offer to incentivize the purchase of advance pay with schools. Advance pay offer is basically when you create an offer in PhotoDay and then you attach it to your advance pay settings. The system is going to automatically communicate to the parents when they go in to buy the credit, like, hey, if you buy the credit, you get X offer. It'll also send that in the text messages. Now, a lot of people use free shipping. So if they purchase a credit, they get free shipping on their order once pictures are ready. I think this is a good option too if you're using a system where they weren't paying shipping prior. They have the opportunity to get free shipping if they just participate in advance pay. You can also do, get 10% off your order if you purchase an advance pay credit. So, all right. Oh, and one more thing here. I do recommend, so if you're just selling one advance pay credit and you're creating an advance pay offer, say your advance pay credit is $35, I would recommend setting the minimum order amount for the offer that you're using at the same amount as the advance pay credit. So for instance, if you're selling a $35 advance pay, you can do free shipping on orders of $35 or more so that they have to use that full amount in order to get the discount. Okay, so how do you stop advance pay before picture day? So when you have your job in advance pay mode, you can keep it that way all the way until pictures are ready when you publish. That would be the next step. Now, if you want to shut advance pay off before picture day or right when picture day happens, all you need to do is set your job back to draft mode. So go from advance pay back to draft. That's going to take away the option for people to buy advance pay. I think this is good, especially if you were doing the requiring advance pay option that I went over. You don't want people to purchase credits on the day of if you are keeping track of who's who, because then you might not photograph them and they would have purchased. So it is important to note, though, do not expire or remove the offer that you have attached to advance pay. You're going to want, the offer is going to start being used once you publish pictures. So you don't want to expire the advance pay offer like on the day that advance pay ends. You want to leave it active, for at least the first 30 or 45 days that the gallery is open, if not just not having an expiration date at all. So it's important not to remove that there. Our system actually automatically applies the credit offer to whatever order has an advance pay credit, but you have to have the advance pay offer attached here in order for it to automatically apply. Okay, so this is a fun part, lots of math on this slide. So how do advance pay payouts work? It's super important if you're selling advance pay to understand this in advance. So here is the math side of it on the slide, but I will actually go through it in words. So 50% of the payout that you get from advance pay is going to be deposited to you at the time they purchase it. So they're going to buy it. The Stripe fee and the PhotoDay fee are going to be calculated and taken out, and then you're going to get half of that payout. Now, the other half of the credit is going to be held until the customer makes their purchase. This is just because we need funds to pay for the lab costs and also pay for the Stripe fee at the time that the order is placed, since we don't keep any payment information from you guys. So once they place their order, the other 50% is deposited. Now, if they place anything on top of that, the fees are going to be only calculated off of the extra amount that they bought, of course, and you'll get the payout for that. Now, one more thing is that advance pay credits expire at the 14-month period from when they're purchased. So once, sometimes there will be a couple of credits that don't get used. Once the 14-month period hits, you can ask us to pay out the credits that are left over, and you'll get the remaining payout at that point. All right, so that's advance pay. And what I'm going to do, oh wait, no, there's one more slide, sorry. Okay, so what happens if the customer purchases a credit and the child is not photographed? So AP credits can be refunded. All you need to do is just go into your PhotoDay account, search for the order, pull it up, and then you'll see a request refund button. There are some studios that don't want to refund credits, so you just need to work that into your communication beforehand. That's not something that PhotoDay states. So, and one more thing, do not attach your advance pay offer as your gallery offer. So we have a separate section for a gallery promotion in your settings. That's going to be another place where you can select an offer, but you do not want to set your advance pay offer as the gallery promotion. I'll go into gallery promotions in more detail, but basically this is going to make the offer display as a banner in the gallery for everybody. So this would make your advance pay credit offer usable by non-purchasers of the advanced pay. So you don't want to do that. Just keep it in your advanced pay settings, keep it active, and it doesn't need to go anywhere else. We take care of the rest. Yep, everybody gets everything free. Okay, so next I'm going to hop into price sheet. So I'm going to share my screen for you guys and just go over all the basics of price sheets. So hopefully you guys can see my screen. I am in the store tab under price sheets in my demo account. Just so you guys know, this is my demo account. I have a ton of price sheets with all the different labs. You may just have one price sheet. You can create a different price sheet for, if you're doing the graduation and then you're doing portraits, you can have different pricing for each of those things. You can also just use one for everything. So it's totally up to you. Now you will have a sample price sheet in your account that is automatically added depending on what lab you choose. So you'll see that starting off, but if you want to start from scratch, you'll want to go up to this top right-hand corner and click the plus sign to create a new price sheet. So you're just going to give it a name. You choose the lab. This is going to be a list of all the labs that are included on your account. Next is the markup. So this is going to be, this is just a starting point for the pricing of the items that you add. It's by default going to price them at whatever you put here, so 300%, but you can manipulate every individual price and change it all. So this is not super serious, just a tool to help you out. Now, last thing down here is the shipping type. So this is actually only going to be available with Miller's and private galleries. So if you choose a lab other than Miller's, you're not going to have the opportunity to change this. But we do have a bulk shipping option with Miller's. So if you're using both of those things, then you can set up bulk shipping. And it does start, the setup starts at the price sheet level. So that's that. Now I'm going to go into an already made price sheet so we don't have to start from scratch. And I'll go through the different parts here. So starting down at print products, this is going to be the a la carte items that you're offering your customers. Now you can offer prints. There are, memory mates, templated products. Each lab is going to be pretty similar, but there are some differences in products. And then there's also specialty items as well down here. So coming up to the top and hitting this plus sign, you're going to be able to see the lab's full catalog and you'll be able to choose what you want to offer for this specific price sheet. Now, just as an example, I'll add a 3.5 by 5 print. These are a la carte items. That being said, they can be purchased on their own. So you might want to put them on your price sheet with a full retail price. You kind of like setting a minimum order amount, so to speak. That being said, with smaller prints, you can actually create packages of multiple. So that instead of just selling like one 3.5 by 5 for $6, you can have 4 for your kind of unit retail price. And you'll also be able to see the base cost of the item from the lab and then also the PhotoDay fee, which is dynamic and changes as you change the retail price. And that is 10% of the retail price. Okay, so next is digitals. I won't go too deep into this because I am going to kind of break down digital bundles later on. But this is where you can add digital products to your price sheet. So number one, you can add an a la carte high-res download here. I have mine on here for $34.99, for example. You can also add a social sharing download. So this would be a low-res image. PhotoDay actually automatically resizes them before we send to the customer. So it states it's not suitable for printing. Some people sell these by themselves. Some people use them in packages kind of as like a bonus item. So that's totally up to you. Now, what I will go over is if you click in here, you'll see the option to set up digital bundles. And this is where you can offer multiple digitals for like more of a discount. I'll go into this, so I won't break it down right here. And then let's move into packages. So packages is where you're going to create bundles of items. Hopefully you're giving people a discount over a la carte items in your packages. So to create a package, you're going to go up here to this plus sign, give it a name and a description. I am going to open one I already have made. So number one, as far as the package name goes, in the past, you might have used like package A, B, and C. You really no longer have to use those letter package names or number package names because people don't really have to write it down. So you can use this package name section to give it a fun name or a name that like might resonate with a certain group of customers and show them why they might want to choose this package. You can do the same thing in the package description. I would use this to explain who this package would be perfect for. Also, you can state the savings in the package description. What I like to do is kind of look at the items and how they're priced a la carte, and then look at the package and how much of a discount I want to give, and then calculate the percentage based on that and state it here. I think it's really helpful to give people an idea of what kind of deal they're getting the bigger a package they purchase. Now, from there, you're just going to see the same catalog again, and you can go through, you can add any combination of prints, specialty items, digitals to your packages. And each item is actually going to be able, they're going to be able to put a different image in each item in the package. So there's no way to limit that. This is actually a really great thing because you can create even bigger packages. And if you're offering multiple images, you know, customers might want to purchase a big package because they can customize and mix and match their poses in every item. And again, you can keep an eye on your margins, you know, here. So now 2 other things while I'm in here, shipping rates. You'll want to check out the shipping rates of the specific lab that you're using. Every lab is going to be different kind of, so just make sure you check that out. The economy level of shipping is going to be the only shipping level they can apply free shipping to, and then they can choose a more expedited option if they want and pay for it. And then there will also be some rules down here. Each lab is different as far as like what shipping costs if they buy a bunch of products or non-flat items. So, and then lastly, retouching. So under photo add-ons, we have one photo add-on, and it is retouching. So this is going to be an automatic technology that runs on the images. You don't have to do anything, and it is sold per photo. So you can toggle it off here if you want. It basically just covers basic skin softening, blemish removal, redness removal, stuff like that on the face only. So they purchase it per image and you set the price. Now, it does have a unit cost. It has a PhotoDay fee, but then you're making a little bit of extra money on it. So if you know that your customers are going to be looking for an additional like retouching to their photos, this is a great thing to offer, and you don't even really have to handle anything. So yeah. All right, I'm going to stop sharing, and I got to bring back up my slides. Give me 1 second. All right. Okay. Hey, Andy and Christina. Sorry, I get so excited by the chat. I just want to like talk to you guys. Sorry if I cut out in the middle. Okay, so all of that being said, we are here to help in the bubble with price sheets. I mean, not only do we help with, you know, just putting them together and like, how do I add an 8x10, stuff like that. We can also help with providing sample pricing for the specific type of job you're doing. We can, you know, advise you on pricing or how to get your pricing from whatever you've been doing previously to PhotoDay. So please, please, please reach out. We offer tons of help with that. All right, so this is the digital downloads focus time. We're going to be going over digital bundles, which is our feature where you can sell multiple digital images and give customers kind of a discount and incentivize them to buy more. So how to price your downloads. So number 1, this is what it looks like in the price sheet setup. This is the tiered pricing option. You'll see here the retail price for 1 is $24.99. And then if they buy 2 to 4, they're $22.49. And then once they buy 5, they go down even more to $21.99. So basically what you're doing is, you know, you're encouraging customers to buy more and more digitals if you're offering, you know, more than one look for each kid. Digitals are really high margin products. I mean, they don't have a lab cost. They're also just a high value product because you are giving customers the printing rights for the image. So therefore you can kind of price them accordingly and you know, make the money on them. And also I would say that digitals at this point are like going to be your most important product because everybody in this day and age is pretty much online all the time. All their memories are stored digitally and most likely they're going to want that. So you want to give them a good deal and kind of work it out based on the amount of images that you're offering. So tiered pricing is really cool because we actually display it this way in checkout to kind of incentivize customers to add more. So you'll see it gives the different image counts and it shows how the price goes down the more they buy. And then over here on the left, you'll see, so in this example, they've added 4 digital downloads, and it's letting them know if they add another high-res download, they're going to save even more per image. And like I said, if you haven't set up digital bundles yet, and you need help kind of working it out with what you have used previously, let us know, because we've helped a lot of people and we've kind of seen what works at this point. Okay, so going into offers. There are a bunch of different ways you can use offers with PhotoDay. We did go over advanced pay offers just to cover the offer types. So number one, you can create a free shipping offer. You can also do a discount of a dollar amount or a percentage off. You can use offers as early bird specials and set an expiration date. So you can actually put an expiration date into the settings of the offer. You can also set a minimum order dollar amount. So what that's going to do is, say you put 50 there, they would only get the offer on orders of $50 or more. So that encourages customers to buy more and save. Something else that we have here that I feel like can be confusing a little bit is max redemptions. So max redemptions is not going to be how many times the offer can be used per person. It's actually going to be the amount of times it can be used total. So say we put 10 here. The system is going to explain that the first 10 people receive that offer. So it's just another way to kind of get people in there fast and have them purchase before everybody else does. Okay, and then gallery promotion. So we touched on this a little bit. This is where you attach the offer to the job and it's going to display as a banner at the top of the gallery. It is also going to explain the offer in the communication that is sent out automatically for the job. So number one, if they've opted in by text, it's going to send that out in the text messages. And then it's also going to send out in automatic emails for private galleries. If you have an expiration date on the offer, you'll see in this example, it says, get free shipping on orders of $35 or more. They have a minimum order amount attached to the offer. If you have an expiration date, it's going to state that as well in the text message. And this is really good because if you're using the offer as kind of an early bird special, they'll be able to see, okay, I only have until this time to use the offer. So you can attach an offer to the job before you publish. And then in those initial texts that go out, the offer is going to be explained. So I think this is a really good way to get people to visit the gallery immediately and go ahead and get those orders in and promote early orders. So yeah. Okay, so next we're going to watch a couple of videos and I'm just going to talk about the customer experience as we watch them. So let's see. All right, going through, they receive their SMS with the link and they're clicking in. Now, immediately they're logging in, entering their phone number, and that's going to be how they start their customer account. They can also use their email address to log in if they prefer, and then they just enter a verification code. Now, this is actually showing our gallery lookup, which is another option. So you can actually send a general link to the school or have it, on a poster if you're using private galleries only. And if they visit that link, they're going to be able to search for their access code. So that's one of our newer features. I think it's super, super amazing. And I think you should check it out if you haven't already and you're using private galleries. So this customer has entered the gallery and now they're going through and picking their favorites. You can see they're actually able to zoom in if they wanted to see the picture closer, but they're just going to favorite the ones that they want, and that's what the system prompts them to do first in a private gallery. I'll also be showing you public and group galleries and Face Find in the next video, so stay tuned for that. So they had all their favorites stored down in that bar below, and then they clicked the shop button, which brought them into the storefront. Digital download bundles was shown up above, and now they're going into a package. So they're going to need to pick an image for each item in the package. You can see that they're able to crop. They'll be able to change the image to be horizontal or vertical, or they'll be able to zoom in if they want. I would recommend not relying on that. Definitely crop your photos before you upload them, and have them have borders or margins around the top and bottom and the sides so that they fit in any different print size that you sell. And then also you can see they can add retouching at this point as well. Wait. The video is not playing. Let's see. Can everyone else see the video? Let's see. Well, hopefully everybody, no one can see it. Man, let's see. Uh-oh. Okay, let's try again. Okay, I'm gonna start it. You guys let me know if you can see it. Is it showing now? Oops. Oh, work now? Okay, guys, sorry. This is my first time using a video on a webinar, so sorry. Okay, everybody can see now? Okay, so they've gotten the text message, they clicked in the link, now they're logging in, entering their verification code. Just to talk a little bit more about gallery lookup, this is going to be separate from clicking the link in the text. This is going to be a link that you can grab from the job, and it's something you can share with the school or have on a poster as a QR code, and they're basically able to enter qualifying information to return their private access code if they didn't get the email, or if you don't send emails, if you don't have them. So, okay, now I see some Q&As, and I kind of went over this. They're favoriting their images. So let me see. Why are 4x6 non-option on bulk and drop shipping? I can check that out afterwards and get back to you, Hillary. And then also, is there a way to pull a report of unused advance pay credits that have expired? We can help you with that in the bubble. You can get a report of unused credits and kind of go off the date, but we could actually pull a report that shows you. When you click into the credits, you're going to be able to see when it expires. But yeah, so anyways, back to the video, guys. Sorry. They're customizing the package. Like I said, they can crop the images. They can also add retouching at this point, but they're just going through and customizing and choosing a different image for each item in the package. And they can go add more if they want to go back to their gallery and grab more favorites. Almost done. And then once they finish, they're able to see all the items, the images they chose, also the crops they chose. And then they can go in and view their cart. Now, at this point, it does introduce retouching to them again. They click that, and then they can add retouching. And then going back, they're adding one more item, social sharing download. So select that, choose the image they want. They can't crop for downloads. They just get the full image. And that was that one. Now let's go to our second video, which is going to show group galleries. Let me know if you guys can see this one. I'm going to play the first few seconds, but can you guys see this one? Let me know, and I'll answer Kylan's question. So what would they see in mobile? I don't have an example right here. Basically, our website or our customer experience is really mobile first. So it honestly looks even cooler. It's just going to be this, but kind of condensed to a skinny view. Okay, it's spinning. Let me remove it and then do it again. Thank you guys for your help. Let's try again. Okay. All right. How does it look? Let me fast or rewind it. Let's see. Can everybody see it or no? Still loading? No. Let's give it a second. I think it just needed a second last time, so I'm going to let it figure itself out. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to try one more time. Big wheel, keep on turning. I can't even see the wheel, so like that's kind of misleading for me. It's kind of rude. All right, let's see, guys. How's it look? Is it playing? If it's playing, I'll start it back over at the beginning. Playing. Okay, sorry. All right, I'm going to start it over, not to spoil it, but thank you guys so much for your patience. Okay, so in this example, they're using group or public galleries. So the first thing they're prompted to do after they log in is select a face find photo from their camera roll. And then it's going to return all the results, any picture with the face in it. So in this example, we're actually showcasing knockouts and backgrounds. So there are PNG versions of the images in this gallery, and you'll see it says more backgrounds are available in the storefront. So you can give your customers multiple background choices on PhotoDay. What you would do first is upload PNGs or use PhotoDay knockouts and transfer them to the gallery. And then you're able to upload a selection of backgrounds and connect them to your job. Now, it just lets them know that other backgrounds are available when they are when they're favoriting. But once they get into the customization section of products, they're actually going to be able to see the carousel of backgrounds and pick what they want. So they can actually choose a different background for each item in the package. I think that's really fun. I would say, you know, if you're able to upload PNGs or use knockouts, that's going to give your customers even more options to choose from, you know, so they can make even bigger orders. And she's customizing. Now the background's going to stay still, but they can zoom in and out on the subject and the PNG. So keep that in mind. You don't want to add like text and stuff like that to these backgrounds, since the customers can zoom in and out, because it could block off some of the text and they might not be happy with the result. And then once again, we're in the cart and she is looking at everything and adding retouching. And that's it. Thank you, video. Thank you, video, for giving me trouble. I really appreciate that. And thanks, guys, for sticking it out. Now I'm going back to my slides. Let's see. Okay, and before I get into what's next, so does the program select the subject from the PNG? So in terms of the face find technology, PNGs pull up whenever you use a face find photo. If you want to be a little bit more clear, I might have not answered it correctly, but if you use PhotoDay knockouts, we're just cutting the subject off the background. So the system recognizes the subject and cuts out the background. It does its best to do props and stuff like that too, to the best of its ability. So, and then, yeah, okay. So the PNGs need to have a transparent, they need to be PNGs with a transparent background in order to give customers other background choices. So you can check out PhotoDay knockouts. We have a knockout service that is super quick, super accurate. It's awesome and it's really convenient. So, you can either use PhotoDay knockouts or you can upload your own PNGs. Like if you've cut them out for composites or whatever, you need them to have a transparent background in order for people to choose their background. You do have to cut them out ahead of uploading, but you can use PhotoDay's knockouts and upload them in there, and then we'll just do the cutting out for you. Okay, so all of that being said, if you're just getting started, or if you're already using PhotoDay and you just need some more help, or want to talk about certain features or making yourself more efficient, we have a ton of resources available. So first would be the PhotoDay guide. This is honestly probably my favorite. I think especially if you don't really like to watch videos, or if you just need to, check out a certain section. We have this guide. Number one, we have this general PhotoDay guide. It goes over, creating your account and creating your pricing and all that. And then it also goes into group and public galleries. And then we have a separate private gallery guide that walks through every single step. So this is a great place to reference and just keep on hand for yourself. Also, if you have new people coming on and you need them to review, this is a great little training guide. Now, we also have support articles. So on our support page, we have articles pretty much on every frequently asked question that we've gotten. Our team works really hard to keep those updated and to, always add stuff that will help you out, based on what we see people need help with. Especially if it's after hours and our chat bubble is not available, you can come here and search a keyword, and we have a ton of useful articles with like full step-by-steps. The bubble. So if you have not talked to the bubble already, this is our live support chat. We are available from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. We are real people. We're not bots in there. So you can actually come in and get some quick help, and, we'll understand all the specifics. Our support team is absolutely amazing. So if you haven't reached out to the bubble yet, please do, even with a simple question, even if you might kind of know the answer, you can come and just chat with us. We do more than just answer technical questions. You can ask us strategy questions and all that. Now, if you're in your PhotoDay account, you'll see the orange chat bubble at the bottom right-hand corner. You'll be able to click in there and reach us. I think last time I looked, we had like a response time that was less than 5 minutes. That was like a week ago. I will say during season, it might go up a little bit, but it really won't go up much because we respond quickly. So I know a lot of people love the bubble. It's one of the best things about using PhotoDay. And Terrence, just to answer your question, you don't have to have a website to use PhotoDay. Of course, it's helpful for giving your customers a landing page, to see your brand and all that, but you do not have to have a website to use PhotoDay. Now, webinars and blogs. So we have a webinar replay page where you can access all of our previous webinars. So a lot of stuff like this, just going over basics. We also have, extensive how-tos where we go over each step of the workflow and use cases and stuff like that. We also have strategy workflows. So if you've been using webinars. So if you've been using PhotoDay and, you just want some new tricks and tips, go to our past webinars, and we have a lot of really good information in those. We also have interview webinars. So we interview some of our successful PhotoDay users, and there's a lot of good information in there. And you can just see how, PhotoDay has benefited our users. Now, blogs, kind of similar content there. You can go here and read a lot about strategy stuff, about new features, also written versions of interviews. So definitely check out that stuff. And now, so if you guys want to get on a call with our team, I really recommend doing so. Number one, if you're an existing user, if you use us for spring and you just want to go over how everything went and your workflow and things that you can do to become even more efficient, you can schedule a preseason kickoff call with one of our CSMs. So that would either be me or one of the other CSMs on our team. We are all fantastic. Not to toot my own horn, but yeah, so scan this QR code over on the left. And then for new users, we have an onboarding available for you. So if you're just getting started, some people might be hesitant to schedule a call. I would really recommend doing so. Even if you think you've got most of it figured out, you can schedule an onboarding with us and we can go over, exactly what you're looking to do with PhotoDay and how you're going to use it, and some little tips, and we can make sure that we're telling you all the features that would be most beneficial for you. So onboardings are amazing. Scan this QR code to schedule an onboarding. And that is pretty much it. I will answer any other questions, but just to go over this, we only get paid when you get paid. So we are definitely dedicated to your success. These are the costs of PhotoDay. It's the 10% PhotoDay fee, and then 2.9% plus 30 cents per order transaction. And then included in those costs is, all of our marketing features, the organization of the Capture app and organizing your photos, and then also just all the resources we have and the support that we can bring to you. So yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for sitting through the technical difficulties. That was sad. Rick asked, can you embed a package list on your own website? So you can't embed really anything from PhotoDay to your website, but there are ways that, you could have something designed on your website page and just list your pricing. You can also have links to, either a sample gallery or just links to your galleries or organization pages for the organizations that you shoot. I didn't go over organization pages today, but there's lots of links that you can post where people can go in and view galleries and then the pricing. So yeah. Okay. Are there any other questions? I thank you guys once again for sitting through my webinar. If you need us at all, please contact support, and we are here to help. I hope you guys have a great Tuesday. Thank you so much for coming. Bye, guys.